Hi, this is Mr. Capper. In this video, I'm going to show you how to plan out your puzzle and then draw it by hand. Now, you need to first draw out a square, 4-inch square. If you don't have a ruler that is 16 grids wide by 16 grids high, you need to then divide it into roughly 4 equal quadrants. Do not copy my example. The lines that divide the quadrants must be jagged because this is a jigsaw puzzle that ends up fitting together. After you have it drawn out and you divide it up into 4 quadrants, you and your partners need to decide upon a raised pattern, some kind of word or an animal, whatever you want. And I put a link for a pixel art app that helps you plan out if you want to use that. Up to you. Now, when you do your raised pattern, make sure you only use diagonal lines. Do not use outlines around letters or whatever you decide to be your raised pattern. Do not outline. It gets very confusing about what is a part and what is the raised section. You get confused between the two. So do not copy my example. Come up with something unique of your own. Once you have that done, you want to actually have one of your teachers make copies of this on a copy machine. That way you guys all have the exact same puzzle. So each of your partners will get it. Make sure you assign a quadrant to each partner. So partner 1, partner 2, partner 3, partner 4. Then, once you have that back from the copy machine, you want to divide your quadrant, whatever one you were assigned, into 4 parts. In my example, I did one part at a time and colored it in as I went. Notice I did not color in the raised section. That gets incredibly confusing, and I did it on my first design and I had to redo my whole design because it was too confusing. So do not color in the raised section. I would just color that diagonal with whatever color the puzzle piece is. This isn't going to necessarily be the color that you print your puzzle in. It's actually going to be all one color due to limitations in the number of machines we have. But I use colors because it makes it easier for me to remember what part I'm working on, which piece is which. And then notice step 2, I then drew my second part. I decided how I was going to divide it up, colored it in green, and did not color in the raised section. Then my third part, I made it jagged, so it is, a jigsaw puzzle, colored it in orange, and then I did my fourth part in blue. Now, the last step is to take each of your 4 parts and draw a multi-view. Make sure you use a fresh sheet of paper for each part. You may not put multiple parts on the same sheet as each other. So I first did my red part. I think it's very important to make your front view look just like your piece. So I actually drew my front view first. Notice I did the red one here. And remember, the front in your isometric sketch faces the front view. So if I made this my front view, my isometric must face this way. I could not make it where it faced that way. That would be incorrect. And then I did my side view. Make sure that you line these up with each other, line the bottom up. And then I did my top view. I lined up the left edge. I did not twist and turn my top view. You can use blocks to help you out if you need to. If you have any other questions, please let me know.